Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, November 5th, and I'm your host, Kristen McDonald. It is great to have you with us as we end another week here in Norwood. Sunday into Monday was a busy 24 hours for the police department. Early Sunday afternoon, dispatch received a call for a domestic violence incident that had taken place. As officers responded to the scene, they were told that the suspect had fled on foot to a wooded area near the house.
Our units responded to a domestic in the Prospect Street area on Sunday morning. A woman reported that her boyfriend had strangled her and had assaulted her. By law in Massachusetts, domestics are not publicly reported events. They don't appear in our log. That's as a matter of statute. So we can't report on the identity of the subject who was involved in this. But it is worth talking about the fact that right after this event occurred, he fled the home. He was gone before our officers arrived. His vehicle was parked in front of the house, but he was not there. It appeared to us that he had fled into the wooded area in the Moderna area. And as a result, officers began to check that wooded area. They were unable to locate him. They eventually called for help from the state police, and state police dispatched an airship. So if people saw the helicopter in the air over the Upland Road area on Sunday morning, that's what it was. We did put an announcement out on social media by Twitter and on Facebook so that people would know what that helicopter was up there for and would not be alarmed. The shift also brought in a canine from the Sharon Police Department, and the canine assisted us in a ground search there. That's a very large and thickly wooded area. We did contact the person by phone. He initially reported that he was lost in the woods, but then we lost contact with him. After a search that took place that morning, the gentleman came to the Norwood Police Department and turned himself in, said that he was the one we were looking for, and he was arrested on charges of assault and battery, domestic, and strangulation, and he was to be arraigned Monday morning at the Dedham District Court.
Then shortly after 1 a.m. on Monday morning, officers received a call that a pedestrian had been struck in the 400 block area of Washington Street. The vehicle operator had stayed on scene and was rendering aid to the injured pedestrian. Chief Brooks has the full report.
Sunday night into Monday morning, we had a pedestrian crash on Washington Street. Call came in around 1:10 in the morning. Neighbors initially reported hearing a woman yelling, and officers upon arrival found that the female driver had struck a male pedestrian as the pedestrian was crossing Washington Street. Now, this was in the area of the Alden Park Apartments where this occurred. The female operator stopped at the scene. She actually rendered aid to the gentleman that she had struck. An off-duty police officer from the state police was in the area and stopped and helped her render aid. Our units were on scene very quickly, as was Norwood Fire. They transported him to a Boston hospital where he is in critical condition. He sustained significant injury as a result of this crash, unfortunately. As I said, the female operator remained at the scene. She spoke with the officers. She was completely cooperative through the investigation. The investigation, as I'm speaking this morning, is underway. We're being assisted by the Mass State Police, who have a unit that investigates serious crashes, and they're assisting us with this. And we are also being assisted by the Office of the Norfolk District Attorney. Obviously, our thoughts are with the pedestrian who was struck, as well as the operator, who was very clearly distraught by what occurred.
Thank you to the officers that responded to both scenes. It's been 2 years since Veterans Day has been celebrated at the Town Common. This year's celebration has been much anticipated by Veterans agent Ted Mulvihill, who is looking forward to honoring Norwood's vets in a public setting with the Norwood community.
Hello friends, this is Ted Mulvihill, Director of Veterans Services for the Town of Norwood, with an update on Veterans Day 2021. You know, it's been 2 years since we had a live parade and ceremonies on the Common due to the pandemic, and it's been awful. We've had to do our observances virtually, and I'm not thrilled with that format. But this year, we've decided everybody's in pretty good shape, and it's going to be an all-outdoor event. So on Veterans Day, November 11th, starting at 8 a.m., we're going to have Mass across the street at St. Catherine of Siena Church. And following Mass, we'll muster down at the Ball School. Roughly around 9:30, parade units should start to show up so we can get everybody lined up. And then at 10 o'clock sharp, the parade steps off and the route of march is up Washington Street to the Norwood Town Common. As always is our custom, we pause the program at 11 o'clock for the bells to ring out, signifying the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, which was when the armistice was signed to end World War I. Following the ceremonies on the Common, we'll be returning to the VFW post on Dean Street for a collation, burgers and dogs and beans and ham and just fellowship and fun and celebrate the day. Concurrently, at that time, down at the post will be flag retirement ceremonies. Some of the local scouts, in coordination with the VFW Auxiliary, have decided to retire some worn and tattered flags that are unserviceable, and with ceremony and proper respect, we retire them to the flame. So if you have any bad flags you want to get retired, bring them on by. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that the Old Parish Cemetery Preservation Society will have an open house at Old Parish Cemetery from 1 to 3, I believe. And so if you haven't been up there, I strongly encourage you to go and check it out. It's historic in terms of the fact that it's the final resting place for some of Norwood's earliest veterans. Pre-Revolutionary War, Revolutionary War, Civil War, just a tremendous archive of early warriors from this town when it was South Dedham. And the restoration projects have been incredible. You should see the condition of these stones. They may be a little weathered by time, but they're sparkling white, and they're just a brilliant thing to see on a nice sunny morning, afternoon. So that'll do it for Veterans Day 2021. This year, we encourage everyone to come out, march if you want to, veterans. Please bring your children to watch us go by. See Old Glory flying in the breeze again. It's going to be a great day, and we're just very, very glad to be back. Thank you very much.
Stay tuned after this break for some library news and some updates from the school district. Welcome back. The leaves are changing and winter is slowly coming. Children's librarian Kate Teague fills us in on the latest from the Children's Library.
Hi everybody, this is Miss Kate from the library. Today we're here in the children's room to talk about a few things that we are doing in the month of November. We are continuing our Take and Make program. Families can sign up on the library's calendar on our website to receive a Take and Make craft kit every week. Next week, the first week of November, we're going to be doing this cute little cow. So you'll get everything you need to make this little cow, or if you participate in later weeks, you'll get everything you need to make a craft. The only things you usually have to provide at home are scissors and glue, and most of our crafts are paper. So they can be done by anybody from the littlest kid to kids who are slightly older. They're great for rainy days, so definitely check out our website and make sure you register each week for a craft kit. The next thing that we're doing in November is the library is trying to develop our next 5-year plan, and we need residents' feedback. If you live in Norwood and you could give the library some feedback on how we're doing and what we can do better, we would love to hear it. Please feel free to head to this link here. You can either scan the QR code or use the link to just go into your web browser and fill out our survey. The library staff does read each and every piece of feedback. I know sometimes people think you fill out a survey and nobody really looks at it, but we really do, and that's going to go into our strategic plan. That's going to help the library staff figure out what library services we should be providing for the next 5 years. So that would be super helpful. We need as many residents as possible to fill out this survey and let us know what you love about the library and what we could do a little bit better. So thank you so much in advance for participating. And another thing we're doing is we are doing some listening sessions. People have asked us, like, what is a listening session? The listening session is a longer, in-depth look at how the library can shape our services for the next 5 years. Residents are invited to come to the library on 2 specific dates. We're having one on Friday morning, November 5th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and then again on Saturday, November 6th from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And these 2-hour programs are opportunities for Norwood residents to come to the library and really give us even more feedback in person. We have so many residents who really care about our community and who have so many really awesome ideas about the library. We want to hear from you. So definitely mark on your calendar those dates, and please come to the library. It's open to the public. We do prefer Norwood residents to come, but anybody who uses our library can give us some feedback, and we would love to see you there. And finally, one more exciting announcement from the children's room is that we are going to be accepting youth volunteers again here at the library. So the children's department is looking for middle and high school students to apply. We have a volunteer job description available under the Kids and Teens tab on our website. Check out the volunteer job description and then fill out the Google form to apply. We do have limited spots in our program, so we won't be able to accommodate everyone, but definitely apply so we have your name on file and we can contact you. So I think that's all the updates I have from the children's room. We hope to see you back. The library is now open on Sundays from 2 to 5, so if you can't make it here during the week, you can always come Saturdays 9 to 5 or Sundays 2 to 5. And we'll see you in the children's room. See you around, friends.
Do you want to mention the 2022 programming?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to do that.
No, don't worry about it.
And then finally, one last super exciting announcement. The children's room is going to be providing programs, in-person programs here at the library starting in January 2022. So definitely keep a watch on our calendar for more information as we get closer to the new year. Thank you so much for all your support for our outdoor programming, for our take-home programming kits. We hope to see you back in the library with your kids real soon. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Kate. For those interested in applying to become a volunteer, please visit the library website and navigate to the Kids tab. Now here's Library Director Clayton Cheever with this month's Moral Moment.
Greetings from the Morrow Memorial Library, Norwood's public library for everyone. I'm Clayton Cheever, your library director, and I'd like to tell you about a few things happening here at the library this November. Starting on November 4th, our children's librarians are conducting a virtual story time live on Zoom on Thursday mornings, starting at 10:30. Please register to get the link. You can get more details from our online calendar, which you can find online at norwoodlibrary, that's all one word, .org, or just drop by the library while we're open 9 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 10 to 5 on Fridays, 9 to 5 on Saturdays, and 2 to 5 on Sundays. Our musical Sunday concerts are returning starting Sunday, November 7th. When was the last time you enjoyed live music? The pandemic sure has made this challenging, and I'm really excited to share that on 3 Sundays this month, we have some great concerts for you to enjoy. At the first concert on November 7th, the Steve Randolph Trio will get your toes tamping with their interpretations of American popular music from big band to Sinatra and Elvis. The award-winning group Women in World Jazz are returning to Norwood on Sunday the 14th with their encouragement to hear their voices, celebrating a wide range of styles from around the world that all have African roots. Popular duo Sonny and Pearlie will bring their 30 years of history perfecting their unique blend of jazz, great American songbook, bossa nova, and international cabaret for the third concert that will happen on Sunday afternoon, November 21st. Each of these musical Sunday concerts will start at 3, and registration is required to help keep everyone safe. You can learn more and get a link to register from our website. Thanksgiving will soon be upon us, and then all the winter holidays. If the fates abide and we get some time with our families here at the end of the year, one of the best ways to make the most of our time together is to work on documenting our connections to each other. I look forward to telling you in the future about a really cool oral history project we've recently been funded to conduct as part of the Norwood 150th anniversary celebration. This month, I want to make sure you know about a couple of great online tools that can also help with your family research. American Ancestors has dozens of genealogical databases from the New England Historic Genealogical Society, including full text of the New England Historical and Genealogical Record, the Search for Missing Friends, and Massachusetts Vital Records from 1841 through 1910. We also provide access to the Ancestry Library, which provides free access to thousands of family history databases, including vital records, census records, ship passenger lists, military records, and a lot more. Stop by or drop us a line if you'd like some help making sure you're making the most out of these powerful tools. I've brought some new books with me that I'm excited to tell you about. Ms. Kate selected 2 books that together comprise the Miss Siwa series, written by David A. Robertson. Both Book 1, The Barren Grounds, and Book 2, The Great Bear, feature Indigenous kids who meet in a foster home in Winnipeg and find a portal to travel to another dimension. These are really great Own Voices novels from a member of the Norway House Cree Nation. For older readers this month, I humbly recommend This Land is Their Land by David Silverman. Subtitled The Wampanoag Indians, Plymouth Colony, and the Troubled History of Thanksgiving, this nonfiction book encourages us to rethink our country's mythic beginnings and how we tell the story of Thanksgiving. For many of us, the Thanksgiving meal has nearly eclipsed the history of the holiday itself. The other book I'd like to recommend this month may help make your meal a little easier. It's a cookbook by Anna Thomas called Vegan, Vegetarian, Omnivore, Dinner for Everyone at the Table. With beautiful photographs and a very welcoming and inclusive style, this book can help make all of your guests feel welcome at mealtime. I've also brought a couple items from our library of things you may want to borrow and take home. It can get really hard at this time of year to deal with the long nights and dwindling hours of daylight. If you find yourself craving more light, you may benefit from borrowing our light therapy lamp. Now, if the cold weather is getting into your bones like never before, may I recommend checking out a space heater? These and many more helpful items are available in our Library of Things, which you can drop into peruse or browse and request online from our website, norwoodlibrary, all one word, .org. Just look under the Books and More menu for the link. This has been a Moral Moment. From everyone here at the library, I wish you and yours a safe and happy November.
Thanks, Clayton. For more details, check out the calendar on the library website and register for those exciting events. Now we're going to toss it over to Miles Kidd with more school news.
Hi guys, I'm Miles Kidd, and let's take a look at some activities happening in our Norwood schools this week. At Norwood High School, the Unified basketball team took on the school faculty in an after-school game, and the Unified team was dominant and took home the win. It was a lot of fun, and congratulations to the Unified team on their season. On Thursday, the Coakley Middle School got a big boost of positive energy from a great assembly by Ivy Watts. Ivy Watts is a motivational speaker from Massachusetts who currently resides in Boston. Watts was a track athlete at the University of New Haven, taking part in the 400-meter sprint and the 4x400-meter relay, and was named New England 10 Woman of the Year while being a top 30 finalist for NCAA Woman of the Year. Ivy has turned her experience as a student athlete into a speaking tool, traveling around the country to speak on breaking the mental health stigma. It was heartening for all of us to hear that it's okay to not be okay, and that we all need help sometimes. Let's listen in. A special thanks to Impact Norwood for sponsoring this assembly. The PTA at the Callahan School recently sponsored a fundraising event known as Pumpkin Palooza, and fun was had by all. The event included an indoor obstacle course and outdoor events such as sack races, spoon races, musical pumpkins, just to name a few. The highlight of the event was the inflatable obstacle course. Even Mrs. Brown, the principal, joined in on the fun. To date, this event has raised $11,000. The fundraising event ends on November 9th, and the class that raises the most money will get to pie the principal. We can't wait to see that on the school news. Stay tuned. If you were near the Cleveland School on Friday night, you might have run into Harry Potter, Mario, or even a dinosaur. The PTO-sponsored Spookfest offered games, food, and live music in a fun time. At the Balch School, the third grade engineers were recently back to work in the science class. This time they designed, built, tested the strength of, and made improvements to aluminum foil boats. It was great to see the scientific method was put to use again. The third graders of the Oldham School transformed pumpkins into globes. After learning about the 7 continents, 5 oceans, and cardinal directions, they used their knowledge with this hands-on project. The Prescott School is hosting their annual food drive. They're provided a list of most needed items from the Norwood Food Pantry and is working to collect those items. This is a competition between grade levels to see which grade can get in the most amount of non-perishable food items. So far, the first grade, Miss Elbosch, Miss Fitzgerald, and Miss Rathier's class, are in first place. The drive lasts through November 12th. Also at the Prescott, their PTO sponsored a coffee and treat truck for the staff as a way to kick off November. Staff were able to choose from root beer floats, iced coffee, hot coffee, and pastries like donuts, candy apples, or marshmallow straws. The staff loved it and appreciate the Prescott community showing their support to teachers and staff. At the Willett School, the children in Miss Lampron and Miss Caulfield's kindergarten class have been using observations to understand what animals need to survive. The children watched mystery science videos and acted out animal behaviors, pretending to be quails scratching in the dirt, raccoons wading in the water, and woodpeckers pecking a log. The class decided to investigate further by making bird feeder sounds and replacing them outside. Everyone was excited the next day when they returned to find all the seeds were gone. The class wanted even more time to observe, so they placed a bird feeder outside of their classroom to watch and observe the various birds and their behavior patterns all day. They look forward to their nature walks to explore animal shelters. Little Mustangs Preschool is an integrated preschool program that supports student growth in all areas of development. An important part of their team is the two wonderful LMPA speech-language pathologists, Miss Michelle and Miss Katie. Once a week, Miss Katie or Miss Michelle join most classes for an interactive language-based lesson. During these lessons, students work on building vocabulary, increasing fluency, and developing pragmatic skills. They utilize strategies like visuals, sentence strips, real-life objects, and technology to ensure every student can participate and have fun learning. One of the LMPA favorite characters, the little old lady from the book series, makes an appearance each month. Students take turns feeding the old lady seasonal vocabulary, recalling parts of the story, and practice retelling the story. Next up on our menu is the little old lady who swallowed the turkey. The little Mustangs are already predicting what else she will gobble up for that one. Well, that's it for school news. There's something interesting happening in our classrooms and schools every day, and thanks to all the educators who share their news with us. Now I'll send it over to Mike Maloof for the latest in fall sports.
Hello and welcome to the Sports Update. It's tournament time here on the Hill, and 3 Mustang teams are still in contention. Thursday, the field hockey team hosted their first round matchup against the Marblehead Magicians. It was a defensive battle early as both teams traded goal opportunities, but as the first quarter came to an end, the two teams were knotted at 0. As the second quarter began, the Mustangs gained some momentum and they started to carry most of the play in the offensive zone. And with 3.5 minutes left in the first half, a strong transition turned into offensive opportunity for the Mustangs. Let's listen to the call from Kristen McDonald and Molly Matchuk.
And Shay Larkey with a shot to the middle. Jenna Costa tries to stuff it through.
Get it.
Yes! Nice!
Go!
Shay with the goal.
Let's
That
go.
was a great play. It was hard to see sort of the final moment, but
Was that Shay?
yeah. No, it was Jenna Costa
Jenna
because she's holding the
Costa.
ball. Sorry.
The first half ended with the Mustangs up 1-0. They continued their pressure in the third, but were unable to capitalize on some of the opportunities. In the fourth, after a failed corner attempt, Maddie Berry intercepted a Marblehead clearing attempt, and the rest was history.
Keep it in. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Hey.
It went in.
Goal.
That's a goal.
Is it a goal?
Yep, that's a goal.
Goal.
It creeped in there. It was sitting on the line.
Yes.
It was sitting on the line, and I'm honestly not.
The game ended with a 2-0 Mustang win, and we were able to catch up with Coach Dolliner and senior captain Shannon Gover after the game.
Getting a home game in the tournament's always awesome, but getting the win at home is always that much sweeter. The girls came out and gave it a full 60 minutes. Our plan is kind of to take it one quarter at a time, cutting it down 15 minutes at a time, and just kind of go back to the basics, focus on our passing through passing, our communicating, and just getting the ball in the net. And they did a really good job of that today. So from here, I believe our next game will be Monday. We'll play the winner of Westwood Burlington. We've seen Westwood a couple times already this year, and we know how amazing their program is. Their coach has done such a good job the last few years. They have some real phenomenal players, but we've seen them twice, and we're up for the battle now.
I'm just really happy we won. A 2-dub win. That's huge in playoffs, and we're just so excited to go to the second round. What we're going to do now is we're going to practice, and we're going to win the next game. So let's go.
Congrats to the field hockey team. Up next, they'll be traveling to Westwood Monday night at 6:30 to take on the Wolverines. As we film this segment on Friday morning, the girls soccer team and the football team are set to play their first round matchups later today. Girls soccer will be hosting Billerica and football will be traveling to Marblehead. We'll have full breakdown of both these games and the field hockey team's second round matchup next week. Make sure to give us a follow on social media for scores and coverage updates. Kristen, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. In government, the Middle School Building Committee held its 6th community forum on Monday night. This forum focused on the building deficiencies of the current Coakley Middle School, which was constructed in 1974 as a junior high. The MSBC provided visual examples of the tired building shortcomings via a detailed video featuring Chris Folan of Townwide Facilities and CMS Principal Margot Frasick. Following the video, Justin Tebow of AI3 provided a master plan update. The Middle School Building Committee will meet again on Monday, November 8th. The Conservation Commission met remotely Wednesday night. The board voted to continue the public hearing regarding Plantation Circle until the next meeting. The group discussed wetland issues and project updates regarding Brook Street, Rojo's gas station, and NWRA work. The commission discussed updates from the Endied Orchard Subcommittee and reviews from the Trails Committee. Conservation agent Holly Jones announced that a pre-application for the St. Street Park was submitted to the CPC.
We have spoken with Tony and with Mark Good, the town treasurer, as well as with Joe Greeley, who is also good at math and spreadsheets, to look at some potential funding options. And the current thought is to propose essentially a bond that would be partly funded from the CPC and partly funded from the general fund, so as not to drain the CPC. Full funding for the park design is in the realm of 1.6 million. So that's why we're looking at a bond rather than asking for all of the money at once. But we'd be looking, Tony's suggestion was a 10-year bond that could be paid off fairly quickly. And I was hoping that tonight the Concom would essentially vote to support the CPC application for this. And I also received an email from Tony right before this meeting started, suggesting that the Concom and the BOS may want to have a joint meeting to look at the proposal and potential funding options. I would suggest that would be a good opportunity for naming it as well.
Stay tuned with NCM for more project updates regarding the St. Street Park. The board meets again next month. For complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government channel or watch on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Stay tuned after this break for more town news.
Hi, I'm Clayton Cheever, Director of the Morrill Memorial Library here in beautiful Norwood. We need your help. We need to know what you appreciate about current library resources and services and how you'd like to see them change in the next 3 to 5 years. Every 5 years, the library conducts intensive community research to focus our activities where they can best meet Norwood's needs. Please help us learn more about how we may best serve our great town. You can help us by completing the community survey easily linked to from the QR code on the screen or by using any web browser to navigate to bit.ly/mml-survey-2021. I also wanted to invite you to attend one of the community listening sessions we're holding at the library. They're happening on Monday evening, October 18th from 6 to 8, and on Tuesday afternoon, October 19th from 2:30 to 4:30. 2 more sessions are scheduled for Friday and Saturday in early November if neither of those 2 October sessions fits into your schedule. Thanks in advance for your help making sure we hear your voice and understand how you wish to see our library develop.
Welcome back. 22 Mohawks is an organization fighting to prevent veteran suicide. Meet the founder, Dave Camposano.
Mohawks became an idea in my head because I was trying to think of a way to bring attention to veteran suicide, and Mohawks are cool, right? So I thought, hey, if we can get some people to do some Mohawks, post them up on social media, and then I'll donate some money to a bigger charity to, help bring awareness to veteran suicide.
22 Mohawks and Lifetime Fitness have teamed up for a spin class fundraiser where 100% of the proceeds will go to 22 Mohawks.
So we are a nonprofit. We put together fundraisers. We go skydiving. I'm helping put together a spin class event at Lifetime. It's November 7th at 12 o'clock if you want to sign up. And then we're all going to go to Limey's after, where I bartend. And they've been super helpful with helping us put together events and helping us to raise money. And they put out food for us. And it's just a way for everybody to mingle and get to know each other and help the community and spread the word.
Anyone is welcome to join the event on Sunday, November 7th. Dave is grateful to work with the local communities to spread suicide awareness.
Everyone who's a veteran knows the number 22 is synonymous with the high average of veterans who've taken their own lives, right? So it's 22 vets a day take their life, sadly. I've lost many friends to suicide. So I decided to just start 22 Mohawks to bring awareness to veteran suicide, help bring the families, the community, and veterans together to have a place that they can feel not judged.
Thanks to Dave and the entire 22 Mohawks team. Stay tuned with Norwood Community Media for upcoming events like these and for more ways that you can get involved with this important organization. Remember, mental health is health. Small businesses need our help more than ever. Friends of Norwood Center are encouraging people to shop small this holiday season with a scavenger hunt. President of Friends of Norwood Center, Charlotte Walsh, has more.
We are going to be hosting a Small Business Saturday scavenger hunt, and shoppers will be able to pick up postcards at participating small businesses. And on the back of the card are a list of small businesses in Norwood Center. All they need to do is dine, shop, buy a gift card at one of those stores, put a check next to the box, and turn in their card at the end of the day at Charles River Running. So when you make 3 purchases, you get entered in to win a gift card.
Another benefit to shopping small is that their inventory is fully stocked, so you don't have to worry about shipping delays or inventory concerns.
So there are supply chain hiccups, there are inventory issues, but they're with a lot of the larger vendors. There's also going to be a slowdown in shipping this year because there's a person power shortage with delivery companies. So what small businesses can do is we're small enough, we're strategic enough, we can pivot quickly, that we've been stocking up for months because we know this is coming. And so our shelves are full. Our products are here, they don't need to be shipped, and you can come home with your gifts for your family and friends right on November 27th and know that there'll be presents for all the people. Everyone who participates in the Small Business Saturday in Norwood Center is going to receive one of these fabulous Friends of Norwood Center neck warmers. They're cozy, they're soft, and all you have to do is participate, come down to the center, shop with us, and everyone gets a neck warmer.
Thanks, Charlotte. The Rec Department floor hockey program is a Norwood classic. As the new season approaches, Director Travis Farley is looking to hire additional staff.
Hi Norwood, Travis Farley here at the Civic Center on this beautiful fall day. We wanted to update you, the community, on some great part-time jobs we have here at the Civic Center. Mostly geared towards young adults, but they're for everybody. We have some rec leader positions that are basically after school into evenings. You'd be helping out with special events, helping after school with activities, some downtime to get some homework done, but a really fun job. We have a fun environment. We are also looking for floor hockey officials. So obviously floor hockey is on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday afternoons. That is in its 50th year, so it's a staple here at the Recreation Department we're excited about. It is a lot of fun. The kids have a lot of fun. That's basically the name of the game for the program. We're also looking for a supervisor role for that program as well, just to kind of man the program, field parent questions, set up, take down. A lot of fun. So those are 3 positions that we're looking for here at the Recreation Department. If you know of anybody or if you're interested, please contact us 781-762-0466. Again, it's 781-762-0466. And we are looking to fill those positions ASAP. So if you know anybody, please reach out to us as quick as you can. Thank you very much, Norwood.
Thanks, Travis. To apply, please email Travis or call the Civic Center. Well, that's all for Norwood News. To stay up to date with Norwood Community Media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.